What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today I want to share with you a tutorial on how I achieved my perm rod set. And so just a disclaimer, today I'm not actually rocking that perm rod set. I recorded the video, edited it, changed my hairstyle, then realized that I never recorded my introduction. So today this is actually a twist out, which I can show you guys too in another video, but I do still have the tutorial for the perm rod set, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. Before we jump in though, I wanted to just kind of walk through the products I use because I don't really show them throughout the video, though I mention them. So to start, you'll use like any type of perm rod. You can do small or big. I use the pink ones, which are like I think medium size, and I used about 35 to 40 of them. But I've learned over the course of doing them a couple times now that the more you use in the smaller sections you use them in, the better it looks at the end, so more is better. Okay, next I used a curling agent, and this time I used Miss Jessie's Curly Meringue. And so this actually is a really expensive brand. This little bottle is probably about $22, and I bought it a little while ago, but never really used it correctly until now when I decided to start playing in my natural hair more. And so this actually worked for this style really well, and it smells good. So yes, Miss Jessie's Curly Meringue, or whatever curling agent you want to use. And then you'll need like a foaming wrap lotion. This is actually a really cheap brand. I think I got it at like Walmart in a rush, but it did the job. However, I would like to share with you guys as I play with a nicer brand or nicer brands, which ones work better. But for now, this one works. It's just BB's new foam moisturizing wrap lotion. And then lastly, I used an anti-frizz serum when I take them down, so that it's not like frizzy. And I use Garnier Fructis for pretty much anything I ever do that requires anti-frizz. I like it, it smells good, and a little bit goes a long way. I think I've had this bottle for probably 2 years, and I am not even halfway through it, so yeah. That's pretty much all I use for, or 3 products in your perm rods. I sat under the dryer for mine for about 3 hours because I did the style and then I was going somewhere, so I was in a rush. But I've learned, especially with this one, this twist out, I did air dry it overnight, and I like the way it looks better. I think it frizzes a little bit less, and it'll probably last me longer. So if you can, you have the time, air dry it. Only thing about that is it does take about 10 to 12 hours, so you'll have to do it around 7 or 8 the night before if you plan to do it on the night that you have work or school. But if you are in a time crunch, the hooded dryer works just as well. You just probably won't get an outcome that lasts a long time. But anywho, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to share, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know your thoughts and any questions you may have, and yeah.
For this style, like many of my styles, I like to work in sections. So here you see my hair parted into 4s. It's already been detangled, and I'm combing through just to make sure I didn't miss anything. You'll begin parting one of your larger sections into smaller sections so that you can begin working your perm rod set. Once you have your small section divided out, you'll use your curling agent. Here I used Miss Jessie's Curly Meringue and smooth that on. And then you'll want to follow with your foam wrap lotion, which I used BB's foam wrap. And I will list those products below. You'll start at the end of your hair, the tips, and roll that around, and then roll the remainder of your hair up onto the perm rod. You'll secure your perm rod just like so, and continue doing the same thing along all your sections, smoothing on your curling agent, following up with your foam, and then wrapping it around the rod. Secure and go. Here my hair is a bit shorter at the front, so I start rolling where the shortest piece stops and make sure I get all the hair around the rod. Before I sit under my hooded dryer, I like to just tap all of my hair with my Garnier Fructis Anti-Frizz Serum. We're ready to dry. After about 3 hours of sitting under the dryer, sweating my butt off, I like to rub Garnier Fructis Anti-Frizz Serum again on my hands before I begin unrolling, just to ensure I don't get any additional frizz. You'll want to be certain you unroll the curlers in the way your hair naturally sat on them, like so. After you've taken all of the perm rods out, you can just begin separating your curls how the hair will naturally separate, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. After all of the curls are separated, I like to just play with it for a little while until I have the volume and shape I desire. And here's the finished product.